What's up? How you doing? How's everything? What you up to? Pray you're having a blessed day. I send my love and light out there to you. You're welcome. How are you doing? I got the Ace of Wands. Got a new path coming to you, or you have a long journey ahead, or maybe you're headed to a new city, or someone's coming to you. Like, maybe maybe a lot of knowledge or a lot of information is coming in or has been coming into you. Like, you've been getting a lot of downloads, a lot of intuitive thoughts, a lot of frequencies been flowing to you, or they have to me, I know. So maybe they have to you. And um yeah. So, but maybe you're on a long journey. Maybe you're on a hero's path, you know, like this, in this path of information, a path of finding out the truth and finding out who you are and finding out what has transpired in your life that you didn't know about, that was purposely um, left out or purposely not told to you for reasons, nefarious reasons. And maybe this has put you on a certain path of this knowledge to find out the truth of this, and it's been a long journey, and possibly you are coming towards the end of this journey. Possibly you're starting to actually get the answers that you need for the questions you've been asking. And um, you know, and this, you know, and like, if like me, like, this information just comes out of nowhere. These downloads come out of nowhere. I just get these frequencies, and like, I just like it's constantly conversating with me and talking with me, and it just brings me this information and makes me question this, and then I'm like down on this path, and then it brings up another question, and then just so on and so on. But you know, with the like my psychic abilities and the mediumship, whatever, and I have all the clairs. I don't know how many people really have all the clairs, but I do have all the clairs and the mediumship, and I've always had it. And like, I remember, and it's been a long path, and it's like I wasn't aware. Like, I've always been aware, but I wasn't aware to the state that I am now. But like even when I was a kid, I used to talk to these spirits and like these things, and I see things that I guess other people don't see, and if other people don't understand it, they just call you crazy and like sick and all this stuff. And I rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and send it back to sender every time, because that is not true. Just because you do not understand it and you do not agree with it doesn't mean that it isn't true or that it isn't right. It just means that in your boundaries in your life, you see it differently, or you don't understand it completely. And when most people don't understand something, or they are been taught one way all their life, and they can't get out of their head and can't get out of the box to think differently, they try to stomp it out. They try to discredit it. They try to slander it and defame its character, because they're mostly it's because they're scared. They're jealous, envious. like a lot of people, they don't have mediumship and all the clairs and stuff. I think it's very rare actually to have all the clairs and have such a psychic ability and a connection to God that I don't really think anybody else has. And you know that's a major thing. And there might be other people out there that do. I'm not discrediting them or nothing. I'm just saying I don't know anybody really. You know what I mean? And in my journey, I have no, the more information I get, the more stuff that comes in, the higher my frequency comes, and the more gifts that I uncover. Like I'm uncovering more gifts and more gifts as I go on, and I'm finding out that I have more power and more abilities that are even in like books, that are even in the knowing. Like my gifts, I don't even. There's not even words for them. There's not even no knowledge for them because nobody has them, and that's like it's almost like having a comic book that's a number one like I used to buy comic books off Kickstarter. I used to do a lot of Kickstarter stuff, and I used to help a lot of people with books and movies and things like that, producing them. But I done them anonymously, but I used to buy a lot of comic books, and they would be like number ones, but they would be like the only one. There's like 10 people that got that comic book or that set of toys or statues or whatever it is. So nobody else in the world has them. So they're really priceless. You can't even put a price on tag on them because nobody else has them. And you couldn't go on eBay and like find them on there to sell them. You wouldn't even know the price because no one else has them. And that's just like my gifts, that no one else really has them. They're not talked about, they're not known about, and it scares a lot of people. When I notice that I scare a lot of people because of my gifts, and that they just keep heightening and getting better and stronger, and like I'm just cutting through a lot of this information and a lot of this stuff like really quickly, and I always have. A lot of people, I guess GD, gene code, that kind of thing, and you know, so, but it was always done like anonymously, and they kind of remote read me and like had me hooked up to the star. I was the only one with the Starlink a long time ago. And I've always been, like the men that stare at goats. I am that project. I am the Odin. I am the Odin project. The Odin targeting system. The Odin, Project Paperclip, the Project Bluebird. These things are all connected to me one way or another. And like I've always been in these CIA programs, and that goes back to like none of this stuff I was ever consented to or nothing. They put it in these like torture programs and stuff, and finding out these things is really mind-boggling, and to know that they've done so much and have tried so little to help, and still do. They don't do anything really to help or anything, but they've done so much to take from me, and so much information, intellectual property, and all these stuff, like literally like stars. Like there is like I'm every star, I'm every entertainer, all these people, but then they get people to act as me or act as how they want, like a woman or a man, like that. Just like the president, I am the sitting president, and I will be the sitting president until I die, but I have a acting president that acts on TV. He's an acting president. They're crisis actors, and like Robin Sage, and they literally I do feel like they owe me a lot for all this stuff, and these people have made they've made billions of dollars off of me, and then not only do they do that, but then they can kill them off they're fictional characters. They are me, but they're AI me's, and they got somebody acting like me. But the fictional character, they can kill them off, and then they make a ton of money when they kill them off because everybody goes buys their stuff. But then they also do life insurance fraud because these people are these stars are not even real. The real people that play them are not dead. You get what I'm saying? Like there's people that play them, but they can kill that character off, and then they go play another character because all they are is actors. You get what I'm saying? And nowhere in this process have they thought to pay the person that thinks these ideas up, that speaks these words, that writes these stuff, anything like that. Like literally, they like take everything from me and never compensate me none whatsoever, and treat me like shit. You know what I mean? And I haven't done any damn thing at all. I sit here by myself all day, all night. I sleep in a recliner. Like, I do nothing. I'm boring as old hell now because I don't have a car. I don't have a home. I don't have no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's kind of hard to do anything but just sit here. You know what I mean? And but they still take all my thoughts. They still take all my words and make stuff out of them, and then make tons of money off of it. They're just as bad as the scammers that are like doing all the scam, and then like the medical fraud. Like they literally, I have figured out they have literally, because my medical record, like I noticed that my daughter went through my medical record the other day, and I was like, my medical record's changed. This ain't my medical record. I was like, I got a medical record, or I did have a medical record in a safe somewhere, and it's totally different than what she had talked about. And I was like, this is weird. Like, I was like, literally, and I've already intuitively knew that somebody was stealing my medical record and using it as theirs so they could get disability. They could act like me, cover up their sickness. And because I'm not sick, I just got a lot of back problems and like epileptic things, like where I got like tremors, and I got PTSD really bad, that kind of thing. And um, very antisocial kind of person, that kind of thing. But either way, enough about that. But like literally, like, and I knew. Oh, and another thing is, like I had to take some X-rays, and literally on my app on my phone that goes to my doctor, within the week that I took my X-rays, I got them X-rays on my app from my doctor. But my doctor told me just the other day that she just got them. She literally just got them, and I was like, they've had them for over like 2 months now. I was like, I was like, and you're just getting them? I was like, but they're on my doctor's app where you can see it, I can see it. I was like, that don't make sense. There's like a lot of medical fraud going on here, and a lot of HIPAA laws being broken, and a lot of and I've already been through this so many times, but stole like my identity, my children's identity, our birth certificates, our social security cards. Literally, people are impersonating me and my children, and I already told you, like, I'm so all these stars. Like I know a lot of people. Oh no, okay, but yes, I am, and they but like, so they're really uh committing identity theft also, in the same sense. And I would really like to have a lawyer look into this. I mean, there's some other things too, like money. Like, I had some insurance money, like $100,000 in insurance money that like I never got. A lot of mail. I don't get no sponsorships. I don't get like no donations, but I have had got like 2 donations from somebody, and that was just recently. So like in the last 3 almost 4 years, I've not had any donations besides these 2 donations like last week, or what I mean. And Like, I don't get no sponsorships. I don't do nothing. And then I heard all the thing, and I already knew that someone was doing this, but I don't ever talk about it because I thought they were, to be real bad, I thought it was porn because I knew I was being illegally recorded, and they were recording like porn, like us having sex, and they were betting on it. Like I could hear it on the TV where they were betting on our position, this and what, how long, just different things. But someone's talking the other, and I usually don't pay attention, but it just caught my eye, and I listened to it for a minute, and they were talking about, that there's still someone illegally recording me and putting it on uh, OnlyFans. So, and I already knew that they made buku money off of these porn stuff that they're doing. So they're still doing this stuff and watching me. And then I don't get none of this money. Never seen a dime about it. I've never acknowledged. I've never consented to ever being recorded. None of this stuff. And I already, and I found out, I already know that I am Harry Potter. I am Harry Prince of Wales. I am so, like, I've never seen no money from none of the Harry Potter stuff. None of the, I'm royal, like, Prince of Wales. Like, literally, I'm the Harry Prince of Wales. And then got, like, never, nothing of this is ever, what I mean? Like, literally. And I know it sounds crazy if you don't understand it, but I mean, I really can connect the dots to it, and there's a lot of proof that this is really true, and I am not joking about it one bit. And literally, I would love to have a lawyer or a few lawyers look into this, and and also my disability. And I think somebody's been getting my, I applied for disability in 2010, and they turned me down. I didn't realize about getting a lawyer, but I believe somebody else close to me knew about this, but they just didn't tell me. And I believe I've been getting disability since 2010, if not before then, and I just don't know about it. And in my like real name, like, cause like come to find out, yeah, like I got two different names, and like somebody changed my birth certificate, or I died when I was young, I was trafficked, that kind of thing. Um, so I got like two different birth certificates, and you know, and then like when I was old, I've already talked about this stuff too, but it's just a lot of information coming in and a lot of things, and I really would like to talk to a lawyer coming, and like I've realized that I think they changed my number, and these people got like my number like forwarded to them or something like that, where I'm not getting no calls unless they let them through. You get what I'm saying? Or they got it where they get the phone calls and messages and my emails and everything, and uh, like they forward it, whatever they want to get through to me, because I be trying to call my kids and stuff like this, and I have not talked to them at all, like, and that's very unusual, like, um and just it's just a lot of weird things been happening, and I really would like to see about a serious lawyer or lawyers to look into some of this stuff. And I think there's some other. I really thought I had a lawyer looking into this, but I believe they're working with these people. So, and there's a big group of them. There's a big cult that I was trafficked into even when I was older, and I was trafficked into them. I was sold to them, and they were trying to kill me literally. And then I was really survived a couple assassination attempts. They were trying to kill me. They've been trying to kill me for forever. You know, it seems like a lot of people want to call me Jesus. You know what I mean? But I am an alien. You know what I mean? Like I got like my like that's what I was. Like my blood is different. I've done ancestry thing, and I found out my blood is different than my whole family. Everybody like everybody that comes up on there is people that I don't know. Da da da. This thing, like I am totally foreign to them, and like my blood is totally different, and it's like almost like I'm an angel, and I'm here to I don't know, mix with the 13 family, the 13 bloodlines to you know, because there's so much incest and inbreeding going on to where they have literally brought down their chromosomes to what, like two chromosomes, like literally used to have what, 23, 24, and now there's only like two, you know what I mean? And it's because of all this inbreeding and everything, and it's causing a lot of miscarriages, uh, dead fetuses, you know, whatever, or special kids coming out, you know what I mean, where they're really special, not, I mean, not like where they're functioning, but like really special. And it's nothing against them because I love them, you know what I mean? Usually they're the best ones I can connect with too because they got probably the most similar stories, or like you know, just different people that are weird, because I got a weird story and I got a lot of, you know, things that's happened in my life. Even though I'm a really boring person, I have had a lot of weird, crazy stuff that's happened in my life. But either way, uh, but I really would like to talk to a lawyer of some sort, or if somebody, you know, if someone could um, do pro bono or something, because I really don't have no money or anything, or somebody knows somebody that would help me or some sort of like that, I would be very much appreciative. And I thank you. All right. Pray you have a blessed and lovely day. All right. Bye.